Hello, greetings from Anviz. I'm Dheeraj here from technical team, and I heartily welcome all of you to attend this training. Today we are going to cover a part of CrossCheck Cloud, and that is very important part, that is chip configuration. So before that, we will have some brief on the company. So Anviz is based is as having a global R&D center at China, and we are having global expansions across the world. We are having office at USA and manufacturing base at China. We are into the market since last 15 years, and we are having presence across more than 100 countries, plus 2000 plus 2000 200,000 plus projects and 200 plus patented algorithms on our name. We are having major algorithms like BioNano, which is our core algorithm for fingerprint, face, and iris recognition. We do have our own RBI intelligence as well, and we are covering our cloud platform, that is cloud application, and which cloud open platform, which is basically designed for a cloud application. And we have integrated with ACPs as well. So that is generally a protocol that we are having with us. This is our complete journey from 2005 to 2020. We have already established multiple milestones in between the journey. The major milestones are like we have opened our separate business unit, that is UTech, in 2015, which is specially designed for small medium enterprises and considering the smart locks and residential solutions. We do have a separate business unit, that is Secure 365, which is a cloud-based SaaS platform. And we have launched our AI facial recognition in 2020. We are working on improvement and launching more products based on the technologies. These are the basic business units that we are having. Anviz is especially enterprise security production solution unit business unit, which is focusing on time attendance and access control. UTech is consumer products, where majorly we are focusing on smart locks and residential security solution. And Secure 365, as I said, like it's integrated security SaaS platform, specially designed for security control, security and access control. Under Anviz, we are having access control and time attendance solution, as well as we do have our intelligence security, intelligence surveillance products and solutions. So specially designed for IPC and surveillance solutions, surveillance platform. This is our technology center, where we cover multiple platforms combined together to create a solution for the consumer. That is ACP and AI device management, event management, that event center user management is there. We do have our cloud, access control cloud and video cloud solution as well. Time attendance and other security platform that we cover under the IoT platform. We majorly utilize the communication modes like Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wi-Fi, 4G LTE, and other communication modes as well. We are majorly into fingerprints, RFID solutions, surveillance solutions, smart locks, and security solutions. We are having our IoT security platform, which is designed for security as well as for IoT kind of solutions. And we have our tie-ups with multiple platforms where we can sell our products, that is Amazon and other things. As I was telling you, the core algorithms, core technology that Anviz covers, that is first thing we go for BioNano algorithm, that is a patented algorithm for from Anviz. This is own develop and own design algorithm from Anviz. And we are having major presence in fingerprint algorithm, face algorithm, and iris algorithm. RBI is patented surveillance algorithm, which is real-time video intelligence, which is designed for a surveillance solution, especially for the video intelligence and other things. Simultaneously, we cover data privacy, data security as well from our side, so that we can take care of the data of our customers, of our consumers. Our global sales, we're having 4+ global offices across the world, 300+ employees who are working across the globe, 100+ distributors who are tied up with us, who are providing services to the dealers and resellers, 30+ technical partners, and 2,000+ resellers on the ground who are providing solutions to the consumer. and 50 plus system integrators who are working with us. Major success stories. Some of the base success stories, that is Mexico government, where we have implemented liveness fingerprint access control project, which covers 100,000 plus staffs and 1,000 plus sites. Top 20 universities where we have provided cloud-based time attendance solution for students and staff. And we are having some projects in total security solutions as well for global offices of corporates. Some of the major events that we participate, global expos like Intersec and other events where we participate from our side, road shows which we cover, which we conduct for our consumers, so that we can have all our customers on a latest technology that we provide to the market. And we do cover public trainings as well, where we conduct a training or online training for our partners, so that they can learn which is the new technology from our side, and they can get all the things from our side. In this training, we're going to cover how to implement attendance parameters and how to create timetables on CrossChex Cloud. And we will cover the assignment of shifts or assignment of timetables to the users that I will show you. So to start with, you have to create a cloud account on our cloud servers. Either you can use our US or Asia Pacific or European cloud server for creating a cloud account on CrossChex Cloud. Once you create a cloud account, you can get user ID and password, so that you can use the same user ID password to log into the cloud application. There will be separate company ID and password which can be used for configuring device on the cloud application, so that you can get it in the company settings once you create a cloud account. Then once you configure the device, I already shown how to configure device on CrossChex Cloud, where you can use cloud supporting device, and then you can add the employees, you can add the users, you can add the device, or you can assign the users to the device which are already configured to the cloud account. And once the users are punching their attendance, once they are doing their attendance on the device, either using a fingerprint, either using RFID or face verification, then the data will be flowed to the cloud application automatically in a real-time manner. And once you get the data, you have to create time attendance configuration, or you have to create a shift configuration, so that you can get the data, the raw transactions in a particular report format. So in this training, we are going to focus on the attendance tab, where we can see how we can create the time attendance parameters, how we can configure the time attendance parameters, how we can create the shifts, and how we can assign those shifts to the users, that I'm going to cover in this session. So for that, you have to log into the cloud application and you have to go to the attendance page. Once you go to the attendance page, the first and important option is configuring the time attendance parameter. So time attendance parameters are the parameters which are used for configuring or to getting the data in the right manner. So here you can configure the units, like in which unit you want the data of calculation, and as well as the minimum unit that you can configure, that you can get for the record. So for normal means for present days, for present time, or a complete attendance. So for normal, you can create either, you can select a time unit as hours, minutes, and days. I have selected hours here, and I have set minimum time unit as 1 hour. So I can set it to 0.5 as well, or I can set it to 0.1 as well. But I would suggest you to set it either 0.5 or 1, so that you can get the actual data in a proper format. In the same way, I can set the late and early going and absent and overtime parameters as well. Below that, like for every parameter, we have given the round up controls. Either you can round down or round up or round off the data, so that you can get the data in a proper format. So once you configure the time attendance parameter, there is an important feature that is, so that is what actually I was showing you. Like you can configure the units in hours or minutes. And the second and important feature is shift configuration. So to create a shift, you have to go to the shift option. Then there is add button on the right hand side. So you have to click on the add button. Once you click on the add button, you will get a shift configuration option where you can set your on duty and off duty time, either in a continuous time frame. Like let's say, suppose my office is working from 9 to 6. So I will configure, or 9 to 5, I will configure on duty time as 9 o'clock and off duty time as 5 o'clock. In the same way, you can set your punch start time and punch end time. So the punch start time should be lesser than the on duty time, and the punch end time should be more than the off duty time. In the same way, you can set some shift colors. If you are having more than one shift, then you can differentiate the shifts using the colors. Now there can be a doubt for you, like how we can configure two shifts in a day. So for example, the segment like hospitals and clinics or restaurants, where the users work twice in a day, like first half and second half. In that, you can create two halves, let's say one from 8 to 1 and second from let's say 4 to 7 or 4 to 9. So in that way, you can create two different shifts, one starting from 8 and ending at 1 o'clock, and another starting from 4 o'clock in the evening and ends at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening. You can create two different shifts. I will show you the same in a real time and as well on the live account. So once you create the shifts as per your requirement, there are some some important points that we need to take care. Like this cloud account, this cloud application, the CrossChex Cloud is at a basic level as of now. So we don't support to the night shifts. So for example, the users are covering a night shift, like they are starting at 11 o'clock at night and they are ending their shift at 7 o'clock in the morning. Then those scenarios cannot be covered under CrossChex Cloud. So we are going to implement that in upcoming versions. So that will be available in future versions of CrossChex Cloud. Now here, there are some advanced settings as well, where you can define your late punch allowed, like late coming and early going parameters. You can define the before OT and after OT time as well for a particular shift. So those features are available under advanced settings in the shift configuration. So once you create the shift, once you go to the shift configuration or shift creation, you can define your advanced parameters, advanced settings as well. So in this way, I have created two shifts. That is again a default shift. One runs from 9 to 5 and another runs from 9 to 2. So where I have defined the time frames as well, like punch period time. One is from 7 to 7 and another is from 7 to 4. So you can edit the timetable as per your convenience. But once you assign the timetable to the users, you have to reprocess the data. So once you go to the edit option, there is an option to reprocess the data. Then the important thing is again assignment of shifts to the users. So once we create the shifts, we can assign to the users, and then users data will be calculated, or the reports will be calculated based on the shift assignment. So in schedule, you can go and you can assign the shifts whichever created to the users. So once I go to the schedule, I can select the user. I can select the time frame, like for which week or for which month you want to assign the timetable, and then accordingly I can assign a particular timetable or shift to the user. So under the time, once I click on the user, I will get a schedule page over where I can set the time or set the date range, like start and end date. As of now, we are supporting to assignment of shifts for maximum 180 days, that is 6 months, and then you can you can set the holidays, or you can set the week offs, and then you can assign a particular shift from the drop down box. So this is what actually the default feature, that we can assign the shifts accordingly. If you are having multiple timetables under a single day, you can create those timetables and you can assign two timetables as well. So for example, here I have shown you like the first half is from 9 to 12 and maybe another half runs from 1 to 6. In that way, I have created two shifts and then I have assigned to the single user. So as of now, we are supporting to maximum two timetables per day, and that is again there should not be overlapping time for the timetables. Like the both halves should be with a different timetable. So that we have to create a different timetables and you can assign the timetable to the users then. Delete schedule. So what are the schedules that we have assigned? We can delete. So for that, you have to select the user for which you want to delete the timetable. You can select the user, and then there is a delete schedule option, which you can use to delete the schedule assigned to the user, and then you can reassign the new timetable to the user. Now, as I said, like we can assign the maximum duration of 180 days for the shift, and then then this is what the maximum is, like 180 days from the start date. Let's say I'm assigning a shift from 1st of March, then that can be assigned till 30th of June. So that can from 1st Jan to 30th of June. So that is 180 days that we have put the limit for the maximum duration. And then from from next day or from next 1 month, you can assign another 1 month schedule, so that we can keep on assigning the schedule to the user. Then in upcoming version, like this is not available feature as of now, but yes, we are working on this. And then in upcoming version, like version 2 of CrossChex Cloud, you will get the user logins where user can log into their own portal. They can log into their own account by using their own user ID and password, and then they can apply for leave, or they can apply for any particular leave and other things as well. And then that leave applications can be approved by the admin, which is the super user or super admin of the cloud application. So that feature we are going to update in the next version. So just stay tuned for that. And once the feature will be available, we will release the version, and then you will get the notifications for that. So before upgrading or before using that new version, you have to just take care of number of things which we will release, which we will point out in the release note of version 2. So this is what actually I wanted to cover you. Let me log into the live session so that I can show you how to create shifts, how to set the time parameters, and then how to assign the shift to the user. If any doubts, you can just drop your queries on the chat box or in Q&A session so that I can answer and I can show you that as well. So here you go. This is my cloud application, which I have already logged in. Once I log in, I will be able to see multiple things. Like I can see the late coming, early going, absence, overtime, and other things. I can see the number of units that I have configured, number of devices that I have configured to the cloud application, and the online device for the cloud application, total number of records and other things. And I can see the monthly dashboard with the multiple parameters. Now going back to the main option, like in the attendance page, I can go to the time attendance parameter. And here I have set the parameters for present, late, leave, early, and absent and overtime, where you can see like for time attendance, time unit for the normal can be minutes or hours. I have set it to hours. I have defined it 0.5 hours. So even if there is 20 minutes or 30 minutes working, you can get the actual workings over there. Then for late, I have defined it in minutes so that I can get the late minutes. If you want to set, you can set it on hours as well, so that if your employee is late by 65 hours, then he will get 65 minutes late, then he will get 1 hour as a late. Same for early and absent and overtime that I have defined here. Now going to the shifts, I've created number of shifts here. where you can see one shift is running from 8 to 1, and another is running from 8 to 5, another one is running from 8 to 2. The general shift is running from 9 to 6, and there is second half that is which is from 4 to 7:30. So there are multiple shifts that I have created which I want to assign to the user. Either you can assign a single shift per day for the user, or you can assign 2 shifts per day, maximum 2 shifts per day. So I will show you how to assign the shifts. If you want, I can show you like how can we configure the shift. So let me read this. So here I have defined the duty on, like on duty time, off duty time, punch start time, and the punch end time for the day. Then there is, the reschedule modifier. Like if you want to modify the time, like let's say you have assigned a shift, the data is there from the device, and you have already processed the shift on that data, but you want to make some changes in the shift configuration. You can do the changes, and you can define the time frame for which you want to reprocess the data. So that option is here, where I can select a particular month time frame, then I can reprocess the data. So once I reprocess data, the data will be whatever the records are there in the cloud will be reprocessed as per the new configuration of shift. So this is how exactly we can configure the shift parameters. Then I will go to the schedule. Now this is blank schedule almost, but here you can see there are some employees, some users which have been assigned with the schedule. So let me show you by assigning one schedule here. For example, this one, I will select time frame. Let's say I'm assigning for April month. I will select the shift that I have created, that is, let's say general shift from 9 to 6. I will exclude the holidays. So whatever the holiday that I have mentioned, for those days, the shift will not be assigned. And for the selected date, let's say I'm having a week off for Saturday and Sunday, then I'm selecting Saturday, Sunday. That will be by default selection. So the shift will not be assigned for those days, which I have selected here. And then I can confirm it. So once you confirm, you will get the user will be assigned to the shift, which you can see a particular color with the like shift color. Then there are some users which have assigned multiple shifts in a day. So for example, John, this is what actually I wanted to show you, like where you can assign multiple shifts per user. So one shift is running from 8 to 1, and another is running from 4 to 7:30 p.m. That is what, like where some of the customers ask, like how can we assign multiple shifts, or how can we create a scenario where the customers are from hospitals or pharmaceuticals or restaurants or hotel industry, where they are running 2 shifts per day. So in this way you can create 2 shifts and you can assign to the user. If you want, I can show you by assigning, let's say Barry. So I'm assigning the schedule for 1 month. Let's say I'm assigning from first is like 8 to 1. I have assigned this 8 to 1. Now I want to assign the second schedule. Then I will select the same user again. I will select the time frame, and then I will select the second schedule, that is from 4 to 7:30. So this is very simple, but as of now you can assign only 2 timetables per day. This is what the configuration, this is what the feature that we have given. And once you assign the timetable to the users based on the data, based on the transitions coming from the device, you can get the records, you can get the report in the records tab. So if you want, I can show you some data, but this we are going to cover in next training, so I will just take you through quickly. So here I have assigned for John, I have assigned 2 schedules per day. So the first schedule is from 9 to 1, where he has punched from 9 to 1. So this is first half, where he's getting 5 years working hours, and the second is like from 4 to 8 p.m. That is 4 hours, that 3.5 years basically, because there was some late comings and all. So this is what actually 3.5 years here. So application has calculated the data. So here you can see the data for a single day for multiple users, and then accordingly you can get the same into the reports as well. So there are multiple reports which we are going to cover in the next training. So this is what actually I wanted to show you. If any doubts, you can raise it. You are free to ask any questions so that I can answer it. I can help you out. Any queries, you can raise your queries in Q&A session or in chat box. Okay, I think this is very basic feature and very small feature. So there should not be any much doubts, but still you are having any doubts once you start configuring anything, and if you get the doubts or if you get the queries, you can drop us an email at support@anviz.com, or you can create a support ticket by logging to our website. Just go there and log in, just create your account and you can create the support ticket. And there are multiple things which you can refer, like there are download option is there where you can get the documentation related to the device configuration, that is user guides, user manuals, as well as the software user manuals, and everything will be there which you can download and you can refer for your implementation. There are some FAQ sessions where you can go and search for the question and you will get the answers on the FAQ session. We are uploading all these training videos to the website as well as on our YouTube channel. So you can go on our website, you can search for training, and you will get the videos, recorded videos of the training on the website. If you go to the YouTube, you can search for Anviz and you will get the Anviz Technical Support channel, where you can get all the training videos as well as configuration videos over there. So that will definitely help you out to to get the queries resolved. But still, if you are having any doubt, you can reach us on support@anviz.com. So I really appreciate your time, and I hope the feature is clear. I would request you to start configuring the things so that you can get the queries and you can reach us again. And let's meet in next training. Thank you so much. Thanks all.